We're joined now by Nathaniel Cole, the co-founder of grassroots group Swim Dem Crew, and journalist Ayo, who are both an outdoor leader. We like the look of that place. I can see it's heated pool, isn't it? Morning, gentlemen. Who's been for a swim already out of you two?
How are we doing?
Good morning.
Neither of us, but we've actually done a bit of a brown watch to see if there's anyone of colour in there. 2 people of colour in there, about 40 people swimming, so we might have to up those numbers.
Absolutely, I think you should get in later. And Nathaniel, just tell me about where does this come from? Where does the issue start with young black people not swimming? Where does that begin?
I think there's a variety of factors at play with that. So, as Alice mentioned earlier, there's culture, so we often don't say why don't more black people run or why don't more black people do other sports like football, because we do those things. I think where swimming's been presented as a sport for us, it's just one that we don't do. But actually what we miss, the point that's missed, is that it's a life skill as well, whereas other sports are sports and great, you can learn things from them, but swimming will actually save people a lot of the time. So where people are told to do sports for your children and your people for your health, that they might not navigate towards swimming. There's culture, there's hair, there's always a lot of different things, but I think what we need to do is change the mindset of what swimming is and move it away from this elite sport and just actually say that it's a life skill.
I know this is something.
Then I think people will be able to take it more seriously.
Absolutely, I know it's something during your broadcasting and other things you've done quite a bit of swimming. You've done it publicly. You've done big swim events. Have you seen things changing?
I think over time things are changing, and I think the way you get change is really by changing the top, really. I think a lot of people that have been associated with swimming, unfortunately, are white and middle class. So if you're trying to understand an audience, or you're trying to bring an audience to swimming, then the people at the top need to also change as well, so you can understand the cultural implications that stop people from coming to the water. But slowly but surely things are changing. Now, I created the Swim Challenge a few years ago to try and basically break those stereotypes that people of colour can't swim, and we actually took our group of swimmers with the guys at Swim Dem as well. We took them to do the Great Salford Swim, just to kind of show that actually these environments need to have a bit more colour in. And actually what was really wonderful about it was that we were quite groundbreaking, and the swimming community is so accepting and it is so vast. We just want to open it up to everyone.
Can't help but think though that it's one generation is passing on a problem to the next, isn't it? Because presumably you've got a lot of people, I don't know, let's say in their 40s or 50s or whatever, who didn't swim, who are not taking their kids swimming, and therefore it just doesn't happen.
Yeah, I think that's why after doing Swim Challenge with Ayo, last year we launched our first set of lessons for adults for that same reason. So we get a lot of people that can't swim. Some of our people did have kids, and that was the reason that they wanted to learn, so that they could enjoy the pool with their kids. What you actually find is, I used to be a swim teacher for children, a lot of parents will take their kids to lessons, so the kids don't have the same fears that the parents do, but actually kids will learn quicker if their parents can swim too. And we offer adult lessons mainly for black people, just because we understand that it's important to create a safe environment for people to learn, where people can talk about their hair, where they can talk about which products to use actually to protect themselves, their hair and their skin, and also just have those conversations that they might have a shared experience of why they can't as well. So I think that's really important to create those environments. But it took us, when I talked about top-down change, it took us 6 years to create our own Swim Dem lessons, and 3 years with Swim Challenge. So
well, look, good luck. Good luck with the campaigning, and it's lovely to see you down there. It looks absolutely beautiful. Our cameras won't be there to watch and prove whether or not you do. I think you need to go for a swim. I'm going to trust you when you say you're going to. Okay? Good to see you this morning. Thank you.
Charlie, get your budget smugglers on. Get out of here. Come on.
It does look lovely. Honestly, I think it looks lovely. It looks lovely.
Budgie smugglers.
It's a phrase we haven't used for a while, isn't it?